Social media platforms reward those who utilize their platforms the most, therefore they boost your content to other users. So all you really need to know is how to hack IG growth. Seems easy, right? What's up, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. My name is Tia and I help ambitious entrepreneurs become profitable social media managers, virtual assistants, or if you're just looking to market your own business online, this is the place for you. In today's video, I wanted to go over 5 simple Instagram growth hacks that you can use for your social media organically and without needing paid advertisements. So what is growth hacking anyways? Growth hacking is a process of rapid experimentation across marketing channels and product development to identify the most effective, efficient ways to grow a business. Growth hackers are marketers, engineers, and product managers that specifically focus on building and engaging the user base of a business. Basically said, it's a way to massively grow quickly on a tight or non-existent budget. And well, if you want to grow and scale, growth hacking is super non-negotiable. Whether you are a social media manager and you want to practice growing your own business so you can utilize it on your clients, or if you just want to grow your own online business, keep watching because these hacks apply to you. Now, let me just say, I totally get it when you want to use social media to market your business, but you don't either have time and you don't know what to post, when to post, or you hear crickets whenever you do decide to post. The good thing is all this is easily fixable and tells you a lot about what your audience is actually looking for. So don't beat yourself up because there's always room to grow. Social media engagement is one of the most important factors in growing your following and establishing your presence. So this leads me to my first hack: consistency. You must post consistently because if you aren't doing it already, your reach isn't going to be so good and you won't be able to reach your potential customers. So when you aren't consistent, your reach will suffer tremendously. I know for some of you, you might not know what to post or when to post, but I encourage you to sit down for at least an hour and make a little plan on a calendar to write out ideas that you can post about. For ideas to post, check out what your competitors are posting and analyze their engagement. Also do market research on what your target audience is having issues with so that you can post a solution. If you still don't know what they're looking for, just ask them. Now, for best times to post, I would avoid Sundays because these days tend to have a lower engagement. Mondays and Thursdays can have better turnaround with engagement. So tailor your best content towards these days. Now, when it comes to posting times, early in the morning, late afternoon, and early evening are usually the best. So in your respective time zones or wherever your client is that you're targeting, look at posting around 8 to 9 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m. and around 5 p.m. This is usually when people are getting on to social media, so like before work, during their lunches, and after work when they're winding down. You want to offer value in your posts and show who you are. Don't just make your posts about your services or products. Let's just say that you only want to post 3 times a week. So make those consistent days like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that your followers know when to expect a new post from you, and it will show the algorithms that you are consistent on their platform. You want to use content planners to automatically post your content once you upload and schedule them. And I'll link up somewhere here the video of my favorite planners so that you could take a look at some of them in depth. Let's talk about your second Instagram hack: hashtags. This is always such a fun one to talk about because there are so many mixed reviews on where to put them, how to use them, what do you use. So honestly, I have found better success using all 30 hashtags in the comments section, but I am very specific with the type of hashtags that I use. So The rule of thumb is to use location-specific hashtags, niche-specific hashtags, and wide to mid to low range of tags. So you can find huge hashtags and general ones like, let's say, realtors, to mid-used ones like Texas realtors, all the way down to niche-specific San Antonio realtors. You just need to be strategic when you create these hashtags so that you can reach the most people in your niche and be intentional. I do also suggest to have at least 5 to 7 groups of hashtags that you use so you can rotate them out, because another thing is with Instagram algorithms is if you keep using the same hashtags, they're gonna think it's spam, and then they won't show your post in the feed to as many people. So the third hack is tell your story. I don't mean this in a weird way, like put all of your life's deepest, darkest secrets out there and posting about what you eat every single second of the day or what you're doing every single second of the day, but be strategic in what you share. You want to remain very personable to show your personality while connecting with your target audience. So who's your target audience anyways? Have you been in their shoes before? Do you have experience in that field? What is your connection to them? Once you figure this out, then you can tailor your stories to appeal to them and create dialogue. I want you to think about where you were before and where you are now. How does that compare to where they are and where they have been? What did they hope for their future, and have you crossed that hump already? So once you can connect with what they need or what you can help them with, your content and your story will come together. So also, that brings me to my fourth tip. Follow others in your industry. This is one of the easiest ways to get followers without doing a lot of legwork. In your search bar, type in the niche industry. For instance, you can do social media marketing. Then you will take a look at all of the posts that come up with that tag. And these are going to be your top posts. Click on a few of the profiles to see who the post is coming from and follow them. The reason you want to do this is because once you start following people in your same industry, you will start to appear in the recommended profiles for people to follow you. So then, to take another step further, what I want you to do is go to their followers and start following them. This process is what I've used to grow my own Instagram. So like their photos. I'm saying like about 2 to 3, don't overdo it. So like 2 to 3 of their photos, and leave valuable comments on their posts or their Instagram reels or their stories. Now, I want you to do this for about 50 to 100 profiles, and you will start to see growth. Now, not everyone is going to follow you back, but that's okay. That's why you're going to put in the work to build it up every single day. Then use Instagram cleaners to unfollow those after a few weeks, because after a few weeks that don't follow you back, since you can only actually follow 7,500 people. Now to step it up, this is my secret sauce. Send a voice message or a video, and if you're scared to do either one, just send a simple text to their DMs, to the ones that you liked and commented. Introduce yourself, okay? Just say something simple like, hello, so-and-so. I just liked a few of your photos, and I just want to say that you're doing a great job and I enjoy your feed. If you ever want to see certain content from me, please let me know. Have a great, wonderful day. Just something simple, okay? Because this last tip, number 5, be social. This is a social platform for a reason. It has its name for a reason. One of the most important and effective things you can do is be social. Why do you think it's called social media? Now, if you haven't watched The Social Dilemma, I highly suggest that you do. And no, I'm not an affiliate or anything of this, but I do think it is important to watch, especially when you're marketing your own business or if you're a social media manager, because the things they say in this movie or documentary is super important to listen and understand what they're saying, okay? Just listen. If you don't have anything to do this weekend other than watch my video, watch Social Dilemma also. Social networks act and behave when it understands your behavior. If you're just scrolling through your feed and not engaging, guess what happens when you finally decide you want to post something and you haven't been consistent? Yes, you're correct. You're not going to get engagement. You have to engage with people to show that you are actively using their platform. All these hacks go together because it will ultimately play into your favor. What my team and I like to do is to engage for about 20 to 30 minutes before and after posts are scheduled to go out on other people's profiles. Then, once you start engaging, the social media platforms will start to boost your post, and if your content captions and hashtags are on point, then you'll get some engagement. So I hope you start to implement these hacks today and watch your growth increase. Please, for the life of me, don't buy followers, okay? If you are a service provider or a product-based business, buying followers won't ultimately get you sales because they aren't real and they aren't organic. So what's the point? Just remember, aesthetics aren't everything when it comes to your following count. A lot of people think that you have to have a massive following to make sales, but you can still make upwards of 5,000 and more with a small following with the right messaging and outreach. Thank you as always for making it to this point of the video. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel with the post notifications turned on so you don't miss a single upload. Then go ahead and head over to my Instagram to get encouraging tips and tricks throughout the week. I just want to say thank you as always for your support and watching my videos. I want you guys to have a safe and wonderful weekend, and remember to shine bright like a diamond.